That's awesome. That's going to surprise a lot of people. So today we got a pretty cool car here. This is a TrailBlazer SS. It was built by another shop. It's got some cool things going on with it. It's ProCharge. It's got a built transmission in it. It actually came in, it dynoed 863 rear wheel horsepower. That's pretty crazy for a TrailBlazer SS. So now what we've done is we've added a little bit more boost. We added a lot more fuel system, and we've swapped over the transmission harness to be able to run off of the factory computer. It came in running an MSD box for the trans control. I'm not sure if that had something to do with RPM transmissions send you know, that box and you have to run their tune or whatnot. But we're going with the factory GM controller, and right now we're doing some final touch-ups before running her on the dyno. We'll see what she does. We know that we're going to go over what a factory 2-bar can do. So we're changing it to a 3-bar, and we're going to run it that way. It's speed density, and it should be wild. And then when we're done on gas, we're going to E85, and we're going to see an even bigger increase. Maybe we'll break 1,000 to the wheels out of a truck. It'd be badass. So what we're looking at here is it made 863 to the wheels. I mean, it looks like a very broad power curve. It comes in a little lean down low. You're probably never there, so it's not that big of a deal. But then as it goes up, it started losing some fuel pressure up top, which is the whole reason why we actually went to a bigger pump. And well, if we were going to go for a bigger pump, we're going to go for some pretty nasty injectors. We got ID 1700s in here that are going to take us all the way through E85, and it should do it pretty damn good. I'm excited. I'm just loading the 3-bar map sensor tune on that we were just installing. That way we can see all the boost. If we can't see all the boost, then we're running way too much boost. This is a pretty stout build. I'm pretty excited to see what she ends up at. Are we going to break 1,000? Are we not? We'll find out. So we just made some pretty damn good horsepower. I think 922. I don't know if it made any more than 922. And now we're going to throw in some E85 and let her rip, potato chip. No, I didn't even add any timing in. We're going to add 2 degrees of timing in it and see what she picks up. I think that we might break that 1,000 to the wheels.
What is that number?
When we change the correction factor to STD, she's 1,000 to the wheels. Now all I got to do is get their SAE. If we can't, we'll just change it to STD because that's what everybody else does anyway.
just happened? What is that? You read that? That says 1,028.26.
What?
In a f***ing TrailBlazer.
Holy cow!
Well, I'd say that's a job well done.
Yeah! I'm leaving it there. I'm not pressing my luck. That's awesome. That's going to surprise a lot of people. 1,028 for real. What do you f***ers do to my hose? That crap. So guys, this thing is a beast. We took it out on the road with the owner, and it drives fantastic. I can't stress like how great it is to be able to have like 1,000 horsepower car, over 1,000 to the wheels, and drive almost like stock. It's insane. It's doing everything right now that it needs to. So one of the things going into this build that we noticed ahead of time was that there was a lot of debris, there was a lot of gunk in the transmission already. When we pulled the filter to, well, we replaced the filter because it was clogged. That meant that there's a lot of material that was floating around in the transmission. Basically, because of that, we didn't really have a lot of faith in this transmission. It's an RPM transmission, and it seems like they're going to stand behind it, which is good because, you know, you can't build everything to be perfect and, you know, never have a failure. You know, you just got to stand behind what you do. And so what they're going to do is they're going to take the transmission back and they're going to repair it and get it right. So what we found out was we couldn't make the first to second shift no matter what I did, no matter when it engaged, no matter how much torque management I had, it would not make the first to second shift. But the second to third it was making. I mean, obviously the car makes a lot of power, so it's you know, it's a lot of stress on any, you know, 4L80 to run this kind of power, especially behind a truck. But you know, with the 85 and the 1020 something, was it 1028 to the wheels that we were putting down? Yeah, I mean, I wasn't, heck, I didn't even think that we were going to be able to load it down enough on the dyno. I basically had the dyno electric current brake jacked all the way up in order to do some passes. But other than that, I mean, this thing's just, it's solid. He just took it to a wedding, and it's a showpiece. It sounds nasty. It drives great. I mean, what more can you want? Now this build, again, we didn't do the build to begin with. It was another shop's build. What we changed from that was we put on ID 1700 injectors, and we did a flex fuel conversion, which allowed us to get some extra oomph out of this thing. And she's absolutely a beast. The car has a 408 in it with the ProCharger F1R. and it just seems like it's the right combination of parts. The engine's probably near the limit because of it's got like Comstar rods and whatnot, but we want to go any further. We want to go down the LSX path and really go for the gold that way. But for now, this thing's a wild ride. We're gonna get her to the track as soon as RPM comes back with a new transmission. And no, she still drives. She drives, you know, very well. The customer just dropped it off because, well, we want to get that squared away before we go to the track. And we want to see 9s out of this thing. Wouldn't that be crazy? Car drives stock, truck drives stock, and goes 9s down the quarter mile. That's what we're looking for. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Have a great day, guys.